This is your heart before the breath of God is living inside of it. It is sloppy, floppy, and represents complacency. It's lazy, it's apathetic, it can easily be crumbled up. It can be put wherever people want to put it. They can do whatever they want to do with it. It has no real purpose, no real design. It's just there. But the Bible says in Ecclesiastes 3:11 that God placed all of eternity inside of the hearts of man, but they don't know it. What if we did surrender our hearts to God, give them into His hands, and discover through Him all of the eternity that is living inside of us? What if we lived our lives with hearts full of the breath of God? How different our lives would be.
The floppy, sloppy, vulnerable heart that you just saw, it speaks of in the Bible, Proverbs 17:22. A joyful, cheerful heart heals the body and the soul, but a heart that's crushed is full of sickness and it's depressed. God speaks of in Proverbs 4:23 to guard our hearts, for out of it springs the issues of life. So that doesn't mean self-protection, like putting up your barriers when you've been hurt or when you've experienced loss or unforgiveness or your destiny hasn't arrived at the time that you hoped for and you're discouraged. He asks us to go before Him and just lay it down at His feet. Just like David, when he had the affair with Bathsheba, he came and it says, create in me a pure heart. What we need to do, we need to go before Him. We need to lay down at the altar every day and ask God to come in and heal us and remove those things that are preventing us from moving forward with Him. To be able to see with the eyes of our hearts, to be able to reach the fullness of what God would have for us, to be able to speak into other people's lives. Hurt people hurt people. We want to be whole, we want to be full, we want to be completely saturated in His living word, that's what's flowing out of us, not the pain or the hurt or the anger. We want to be full of His love, His mercy, His grace. So the heart of the matter is, in Matthew 22:37, He says to love your God with all your heart, with all your mind, and with all your soul. And that's what we want, with a heart full, and that is filled up with the breath of God, and is full, juicy, and squidgy.
No shadow you won't light up.
Blah blah blah.
Oh, it's so hot. 20.
Floppy.